Hi, are you considering making the move to Lake Mary or Oviedo, Florida, but you're not sure what the difference is and which to choose? Well, stick around because I'm going to explore just that so you have a little bit of a better idea of which town may be best for you. Hi, my name is Stephanie Kennedy. I'm a local realtor here in Central Florida, and I service both Lake Mary and Oviedo. My family and I relocated here several years back, and prior to our move, I did a ton of research, and two towns really stuck out to me. And what I find is these same two towns often stick out to many of my clients. So I thought I would create a video to help address some of the differences here and try to give you a little bit of a better feel for which might be the right fit for you. So stick around, we're gonna get into it right now. So first, let's address the basics. Both Lake Mary and Oviedo are beautiful towns in Seminole County. You cannot go wrong either way. With that said, Lake Mary does offer that sort of upscale, suburban, family-oriented feel, whereas Oviedo, which is also that family-oriented feel, offers more of a suburban, rural type of feel. There are different parts of Oviedo that have more of that rural chickens crossing the road, and then there are other areas that are near Winter Springs that actually have, malls and shopping and restaurants and tons of those things. So it kind of gives you the best of both worlds depending on where you land in Oviedo. With Lake Mary, you have, it's a town of the lakes. You have homes that are built on the water that are beautiful $1 million homes. You have a little bit of new construction, not a whole lot. And then you have the homes off of Markham Woods Road that sort of provide that more quiet, secluded, a little bit more land feel as well. Both Lake Mary and Oviedo are located about 20 miles north of Orlando and are the perfect escape from busy hustle bustle life in the city. Now, while Lake Mary is located right off of I-4 and 417, you do have ease of access to the airports. You also have the availability of the Sunrail, and it makes it very easy to jump into downtown Orlando, Disney, the attractions, and even New Smyrna Beach, all within about 40 minutes or less. So it's a great location, and it's just far enough from the busy hustle and bustle to offer you some tranquility and a relaxing environment to raise a family or spend time with your little ones outdoors. Now, Oviedo is also located slightly northeast of Orlando, and it's closest to 417. You have ease of access once again to Sanford International Airport, and you're slightly closer to Orlando's International Airport as well. So if you're a frequent traveler, that is a great location. You also have access to University of Central Florida. So many families whose children go to that college will often pick Oviedo for that reason. It's within less than 15 minutes to UCF. So if you are looking to work in Orlando or Lake Mary or any of the surrounding areas, these are both great options to look into and offer a great community for you and your family. Now I'm going to jump into Lake Mary. Lake Mary is a beautiful community and a beautiful town, and it's been rated as #1 place to raise families. It's home of our 2024 Little League World Champions. So if you have little ones in sports or baseball in particular, it's a great option. Many of my clients are often relocating to Lake Mary because there is a large business presence here, and that is something to consider as well. With that comes a little bit more traffic during the workday hours, so something to keep in mind. Now, Lake Mary has a beautiful downtown. They have the farmers markets on Saturdays and tons of parks, great A-rated schools, and you really just can't go wrong living here. We've lived in Lake Mary for 5 years and absolutely love living here. Now, on the opposite end, you will find that in Oviedo, many of its residents feel the same way. So many clients who have lived in Lake Mary, have moved to Oviedo, or vice versa. But Oviedo does offer more of a rural feel. It is starting to become more developed, especially since we had previously looked into the town initially. But it does tend to give you a little bit more land with your home site. It does have various HOAs and non-HOA properties. And if you're looking for more of the top in terms of schools, niche.com does rate them as the top A-rated schools in Seminole County. As far as schools go, according to niche.com, Seminole County is ranked as a top leading school district within the state of Florida. And again, according to niche.com, both Lake Mary and Oviedo are high performing schools. However, Oviedo has slightly outranked Lake Mary in terms of schools according to niche.com and greaterschools.com. So something to factor in. Now, if you have college age children, you are slightly closer to UCF. So if they are planning to attend University of Central Florida, Oviedo is the option for you as you are within 15 minutes to that campus. Now, while Lake Mary does have a business presence here, you will notice there aren't really many box chain restaurants here in Lake Mary. However, just 10 minutes down the road into Sanford, you will find all of those. And the nice thing is that Sanford actually lies right between Lake Mary and Oviedo. So whether you choose Lake Mary or Oviedo, you have access to all of Sanford's amenities, recreation, restaurants, parks, a great appealing factor of Lake Mary as well. You have tons of parks and recreation, there's dining, there's shopping, you have the Sunrail that comes through and takes you straight down to Orlando and downtown. And there is just plenty to do here. So as I mentioned before, Oviedo does have that more small town rural feel to it. It is becoming more developed though. It's great for its A-rated schools and raising families as well. As far as the business sector goes, there are some large retailers, but it's definitely less corporate than Lake Mary. You still have small mom and pop shops and restaurants, and you do still have Oviedo Mall and Winter Springs knocking right next door. So there is still plenty available. It's just less of that business corporate infusion within the town. As far as parks and recreation goes, there are plenty of beautiful parks in Oviedo as well. You will find Oviedo on the Park, which is a newer area that's being developed and has been developed, but it's continuing to develop with restaurants and activities and splash pads and lakes, and there's homes all around that community as well. They host different events throughout the year as well. So they both provide that feel of community infusion and inclusion, so you will not go wrong in Oviedo or Lake Mary if that is something that you are looking for. So Oviedo does have those local eateries, it does have some box chain restaurants, it has that small downtown feel as well. So if you're looking for more space to spread out, maybe a little bit less traffic, Oviedo is definitely a great option. Now, while Lake Mary does offer that upper end feel around the Markham Woods area especially, or along the lakes, you also have many residents that are blue collar, middle class working families, and I absolutely love that about Lake Mary. So this really is an established community that's been thriving for a long time, and it's very rare to find land to build in Lake Mary because it has been developed for quite a while. So there are some new home constructions, which I'll link that video above if you are in the market for a new home construction. However, in Oviedo, if you are looking for a new construction home, you are much more likely to find it there. Now, while both communities offer HOA and non-HOA properties, you have a much better chance at finding a new construction with a little bit more land in Oviedo than you do in Lake Mary. So if you're in the market for new construction, you may be swayed a little bit closer to Oviedo. But if you are looking for a little bit more of a quieter pace from Orlando, Lake Mary is beautiful. Oviedo offers that as well though. So which one's better? That's not a blanket question that you can provide an answer to. It really does depend on your lifestyle, what you're looking for. If you're looking for more of a luxurious upscale community with tons of shopping, restaurants, very close by, you cannot go wrong with Lake Mary. If you are looking more for that rural-ish feel where you have a little bit more land, a little bit slower pace, then Oviedo is probably more suitable for you. So if you are interested in learning more about Lake Mary or Oviedo or any of the surrounding areas here in Central Florida, be sure to reach out, tune in, click the subscribe button so you can learn all about these areas as I continue to release videos spotlighting different towns and the differences and all that Central Florida has to offer. And if you're in the market to relocate or make the move or sell a home even, please feel free to reach out. My contact information is in the description below, and I would love to connect with you to help support you on your home search journey here in Central Florida. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.